What's going on, people? It's your boy Leech, back with another video. Yo, look at my face. It looks exhausted. It looks tired right now. I'm like, what's going on out here? But I just got back from the gym, went out of town for work, and your boy's tired. Drove about 5 hours, then hit the gym, and your boy's here. I gotta take a seat. Whew. Yo. So that's why the background looks weird, because I went out of town for work. I'm trying to figure out. You see, this is the thing about hotel rooms. They ain't made for you to make videos in. I turned every single lamp and every single light switch in here to get as good lighting as possible to make this video. But nevertheless, your boy back with another video on a Monday. It's another chapter by chapter. We in that Genesis chapter 39. We're back in the story of Joseph. We're learning more about Joseph. And I love this story, man. I love this story so much. I'm not going to talk for too long because I don't know how fast this thing might upload. But, man, I love this story so much. So, yeah, Joseph is in slavery. He's in Potiphar's house. And my guy's killing it. When I say he's killing it, you see how these things do me? You see how these things do me? Dog, this is trash. Go off, man. Interrupted. But we shall keep it going, though. Ooh. Okay, back to what we're saying. Now, we're talking about Joseph. And I love this story. So Joseph is in slavery to a guy named Potiphar. And he's killing it. When I say he's killing the game. My guy is doing so well. Everything Joseph touches is blessed. Like anything, he has the touch of the Midas touch. Like everything he does, it turns to gold. And Potiphar notices this, and Potiphar is like, I like this thing called money. So let me put Joseph over everything so I can make some of that money. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So Potiphar puts Joseph in charge of everything, his entire household. So if Joseph says a thing, it is done, basically. And Joseph succeeds in this, and he's doing so well. And Potiphar's wife sees Joseph. Joseph is a good-looking guy, much like myself, you know. Joseph shows up. He's good-looking. He's rugged but strong. And he looks like he's a manly man. He's a good-looking dude. Potiphar's wife is like, ooh, look at that young fella over there. I like some of that. I want to get I like to get me some of that action, you know what I'm saying? So Potiphar's wife is like, yo, Joseph, let me holla at you for a second. Hey, And Potiphar's wife is described that she's very beautiful. So, she good looking. And, Potiphar ain't going to just marry anybody now. She's beautiful. Think about it. Egyptians, people, they be beautiful, So she's a good looking person. She's a good looking lady, She's well kept, but Joseph's like, no. You are my master's wife. First of all, that's wrong. Secondly, it's wrong between me and God. And he's like, my master has done everything good for me. Why would I betray him in such a way? And Potiphar's wife is like, man, forget that guy. Just come on in. Come on in, man. And Joseph's like, nah. So Joseph keeps on saying no. Until one day, Joseph is all alone. He's taking care of business. Joseph is always hard at work. He's always taking care of business. And he's taking care of business. And Potiphar's wife is like, I got you now. There ain't no place to go. I got you on the lockdown. And Joseph's like, what am I going to do? Joseph's like, I ain't about to play none of these games. You ain't gonna catch me slipping. And Joseph's like, she grabs Joseph by the coat, and Joseph's like, no, not today, Satan. And he just takes off. My guy said, not today, Satan. My guy just starts taking off. He said no. He said nah. My guy just takes off. Just takes off. He said, I ain't playing none of your games. And Potiphar's wife is like, oh, it's like that. You gonna shut me down. You gonna tell me no. Not today. And so she tells her husband and says, Look at what Joseph did. He tried to get with me. And if not that I screamed and people came, he would have raped me. And Potiphar, of course, he's going to pick his wife's side. So he takes him and throws Joseph in jail. But nevertheless, the main key thing we'll touch on that another time. But the main key thing I want to talk about and touch on is the fact that there is a time to run and there's a time to fight. When you're alone, ain't the time for you to fight temptation. That's the time for you to take off. So one of the things I want to point out is the fact that every other time Joseph was able to deny Potiphar's wife, was when he had people around him, when he was able to hide with other people. He was able to avoid Potiphar's wife by being with other people. But the minute he was alone, that was the time he had to take off. There's a time to fight and there's a time to run. When you're by yourself, when you're alone and you're tempted, that ain't the time for you to start trying to discuss the issue, trying to debate with yourself, trying to say, well, God didn't really say this. He didn't really. No. That's the time for you to get out of that place. Get out of that situation. Do not allow yourself to stay there. You got to run. You got to take off. You got to pull a Joseph. Leave everything behind and take off. When you're feeling that temptation, especially a sexual temptation, that ain't the time for you to be looking at the chick and being like, well, she fine though. Like, I can't just leave her like this. She fine though. No, take off. It's time for you to go home. Go home to your house. Don't be playing those games. When those thoughts enter your mind and you're like, maybe I should start. No, take off. Go do something else. Be productive. Go to the gym. Go outside. Clear your hair. Go for a run. Do not stay in that place. There's a time to run and it is time to fight. When you're alone, that ain't the time to fight. But anyway, that's all I have for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed talking about this. I'm a Bible geek. I hope y'all are geeked out about the Bible as well. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.